of the galaxy humanity calls home. Beyond the maelstrom of Thanatos and Sisyphus lies the planet Neor, obsidian jewel of the seven systems. Through the centuries, the people of this world have come to know war as an inevitability, hardened by the flames of battle and conditioned by the taste of blood and iron. But we, dear listener, travel to this land during a time of fragile peace, where we discover within the halls of the Castle Arcos the Empress is dying. And though she has many loyal subjects, warriors and heroes who have fought at her side, she has instead sent word that she wishes that I, a figure of myth and legend on her world, would sit by her bedside at this time. It was a request I was curious enough to accept.
As my winter reaches its end, no spring awaits on the other side. I grow weak, weary, wandering these ancient halls like a phantom. Tell me, my sainted physician, can you ease my burden? Can you give me a chance of life anew?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Could you repeat all of that?
You dare mock me?
Oh no, when I'm mocking you, you'll know.
Are you saying that the great doctor can do nothing to save me?
Yes, I suppose I am. So it goes.
But why?
Every tree has to wither and crack for new life to spring from it. Everything has to die.
And you are the one who decides that?
No. If I interfered in events, if I saved you, then I'd be the one who decides. Then I'd be a monster.
Or a saviour?
Those are the same thing. It really just depends whose side you're on.
I see. So the wandering pilgrim has come to lay her judgment. So be it.
I never said I was judging you.
Not with your words, but your actions. I have been accustomed to life among the court long enough to notice the subtleties.
You don't sound like you've enjoyed it.
Indeed. That was never where my heart lay.
Oh no. That was the battlefield.
You say that with such condemnation. But I see the blood on your hands. I see the fire in your eyes you try so hard to keep hidden. We both have known battle, have we not?
I wouldn't say it's anywhere near the same thing. It's not even on the same planet as the same thing. It's not even in the same galaxy. But I suppose, from a certain point of view, you might say we have some shared experience.
Isn't it? Your legend travels far, Doctor, even here in the Seven Systems. You make decisions that set the fates of countless lives in stone. You face the monsters others cower from as a matter of course. So do I.
I suppose if you drew a Venn diagram, there'd be some overlap. Sure. I make some hard choices, and I've walked alone in battlefields even you couldn't comprehend. But I never did it for glory, and I certainly never traded lives for it. Meanwhile, you ordered young men and women to die propping up your banner. Hang on, where does this wire go? You know, I'm sure it's not important.
It's been a long time since anyone has spoken to me with such candour, such disrespect. I appreciate it.
Well, the constant fear of execution probably has something to do with it.
You know, you chop off a few heads, and all of a sudden you're a monster. I don't think that's fair. Do you?
I never was big on gossip.
Tell me, would you dine with me? I miss conversation like this.
If this is some sort of trap, I have to warn you, I'm allergic. I break out in escaping. Get it? Break out in escaping? Because, wait, what were you asking again?
I have a question question to ask, if you will indulge me.
Shoot.
When you face your enemies in battle, when you stand between them and those you've sworn to protect, how does it feel? What goes through the mind of a time lady?
I'm not sure I can say what goes through the mind of a time lady. I only know what goes through mine.
And what goes through the mind of the doctor?
I do what I have to.
Do not insult me at my own table. I could still have your head cleaved from your shoulders. Even regeneration cannot save you from that.
How do you know about regeneration? Actually, hold that thought. You asked me a question, yes?
Yes. And I expect an honest answer.
Very well. When I face my enemies, you want to know what I feel? Regret. Regret that they are my enemies. Regret that I can't get them to see a better way. Every single time my hand is forced and I have to kill so that others may live, a little bit of what makes the universe wonderful is just snuffed out forever.
I see. Then we are not so alike. How disappointing.
You only just worked this out? How did you stay Empress all these years? I'm guessing nepotism. Is it nepotism? Definitely nepotism. See, now I'm mocking you. Can you tell the difference?
Would you like to know how I feel when I face my enemies?
I have a feeling you're going to tell me no matter what, so why even ask?
I feel pride. I feel joy. I feel the contentment that can only come with knowing that the people you swore to protect are safe. You want to know how I've managed to remain in power so long? I don't try to reason with my enemies. I don't try to understand threats. I simply end them. And if I take some amount of pleasure from the act, so it goes.
And that, Empress, is why I cannot save you. The people of the Seven Systems need to move past this constant cycle of bloodshed.
When all my enemies are put to the sword, there will be peace.
No.
No.
No, because it never ends. You just end up breeding new ones, and on, until your people are gone, your castles are empty, and your empire is nothing but dust.
What you speak of is heresy. It will only make us weak, and we must be strong to survive.
And just look what your kind of strength has gotten you. Old and tired, and fearful of the future. Tell me, just what is it that you fear so much? Well?
Help me to my feet, physician. I wish to look upon my people.
All right. Just give me a second.
Lift with your legs.
Did you just make a joke?
It will never leave this room. Now, hand me my cane, girl.
What do you mean, girl? I'm older than the Seven Systems.
My cane.
All right, keep your robe on. There you are.
Magnificent, isn't it? You know, my ancestors built this city.
I imagine the slaves helped a bit. Oh, did I hit a sore spot?
My son, he's been having radical ideas about the small folk. He's been talking about rights.
The nerve of kids these days.
I know. It's the typical fanciful musings of all children, but he's taking it seriously. I've even heard whispers from my spies of him organising.
It sounds like he'd be a good fit for the throne.
That's just it. He's even talking about...
What?
democracy!
Hang on, is this all just because you're afraid of change? Oh... You're such a cliche.
How dare you? I fear nothing.
Not long now, eh? Well, long enough to make a change.
Do not speak that peasant word to me. The sacred order must... It must be preserved.
Settle down now, there's no need to get excited.
No. No, I will not let the Empire fall into chaos and degeneracy. Even if I have to get blood on my hands one last time.
There's already blood on your hands. You're coughing it up.
You're a weak-minded fool, physician.
Definitely a sore spot.
I have heard enough. If you will not aid me, so be it. But I will not... I will not accept your condemnation to dust. You may be a lady of time, but you are just a lady, and I am a living goddess.
Some sort of biomorphic extrapolation field? You know, that's actually quite painful.
Indeed. I am sorry it had to come to this. But the Empire must be preserved.
What are you planning? Whatever it is, it's not going to work.
His body is wearing thin. I think it's time for a replacement. And what better candidate than a time lady?
You can have every statue in the Seven Systems re-chiseled?
That's actually not a bad idea.
And what about your subjects? You really think they're going to accept their living god just walking around with a new face?
They won't have a say in the matter. I am the Seven Systems, and I will expand our dominion to the ends of the universe itself. Or time. Whichever comes first.
And what about your son? Are you prepared to watch him age and fade and die? Are you prepared for any chance of a truly better future dying with him?
I can give him a new body too. If I don't have to die, neither does he.
And how will that go? Granting the person who wants to usurp you immortality. Really?
He'll change. He'll learn how things are. He'll grow out of this foolishness.
And what if he doesn't? You see, the thing about change, about revolution, is you can't outrun it forever. Oh, you can postpone it, weaken it, push it back, but you never can destroy it. A spark will always reignite the fires of change. Eventually, you will just push it back into a corner, and your son and those who stand with him, they will fight with everything they have, and they'll win because you will have given them no choice. Change is relentless.
No. I'll defeat anything that threatens my empire, even my own son. Nothing will change.
You seem to have forgotten how you came to the throne yourself.
I didn't think. I didn't think. What have I become? I've brought myself to ruin, and the Empire will fall with me.
Yeah, basically.
Please, I beseech you. What can I do to avert this calamity?
I'm sorry. But I think you already know.
Are you certain there is no other way?
I'm sorry.
Yes, you are right. Of course you are right. So it goes. I will expire, and my son shall shape the future of the Seven Systems. For better or worse.
This decision, it takes a lot of bravery. I commend you for it.
And you, dearest physician.
So, are you gonna let me go? Because that would be so nice.
Indeed.
Oh, that's smart. Thank you. Thank you, Gygax. And thank you for listening. You'd be surprised what a rarity that is. Right, it wasn't that funny.
No. I feel good. A great weight has been lifted. Come, physician, you must meet my son. I believe you would have much to talk about. Physician?